intro. Buddy Mikerowchip here, playing Trainz 2022
Plus Standard Edition.
And this is the UMR episode 50. It's the big old half a century. Is that what it is? Yeah, half a century. Yeah, sure, why not? All right, so we are here with Andrew, and he's at the Fisherville Quarry, and he has finally filled up on his 14 gravel cars that look like river stones to me. But anyway, so now he's got another job, and that is to go to Graydon Farmers Co-op, and he is to fill 6 grain cars out there with wheat. That will bring his total weight up to 3,150, and his K4 is rated for 4,300, so that's more than enough. Now, before he goes that way, we are going to, of course, throw the switches the correct way. That's correct. That's not. He's going to go through here, over this way, because he's got a couple of diesel tankers and, I don't know how many, 12 container cars. Okay, so we keep that going straight this way. See, there's the 2 diesels, and there's all the container. The well cars, if you will. So we're going to switch this way. That's this way. And this should be fine, right? Yeah, that's more than a long enough lead to get to where we want to go. All right, Andrew. Been sitting here for a while, buddy. It's time to hit the open road. Here we go. According to my calculations, this should be 1,680 tons that he's pulling right now. Let's see what the game says. It says 1,712. Close! I don't know why there's the difference, but there is. Okay. He's not out of coal. It looks like it from this angle. You see that? Look at it. He's got coal in there. So my steam engine enthusiasts don't have to be too outraged. You can still be sort of outraged. I get it. Because, I don't know. It's just a thing with... most people who love steam are outraged, of which I am one. I am constantly outraged. I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. Okay. So, we have this level crossing coming up here. There are still some other cars you can see way over here in this yard, way to the right, past the smoke. Yeah, there's 6 cars still waiting over there to be filled whenever the quarry decides they need it filled. That guy is going to squeak across the intersection before we get there. Oh, there it goes. Just came to life. Really should have checked if that last car was moving. What if it's not? We'll find out here in a second. Well, I guess I could do this too, though, couldn't I? Yeah, 16. Yep. So I picked up 14, so they are all moving. That's my... The switch list is also my EOT. Whatever works, folks. Duke is stuck. I remember that from the last episode 49, he was stuck. Yeah, a little late on the whistle. I'm gonna admit it. All right. We'll cross the 2 level crossings. Let's take a look backwards. See what we got going. There, that's nice. We pull on out of the quarry. The Fisherville Quarry. And straight ahead, if I'm not mistaken, is the town of Fisherville. let's juice it here. I know the speed limit's 10, and we're right at that limit right now, but let's take it up to 15 mile an hour. Maybe 45% on a good solid notch 4. Maybe a... Oh, no, it's still going up. Here we go. Here we go. There's 15. If it hits 17, then it switches to 15 mile an hour. See, I got impatient too quickly. Just got to relax. And you know, when it's time to relax, I always like to sit back and take a drink of my Coke Zero. Coke Zero, an unofficial sponsor of my Trainz videos and my Farming Simulator videos. Notice I said unofficial. They have no affiliation. Zero. All right. Here comes the Fisherville passenger station. Stand back, folks. I'm rolling heavy. Speed limit just upped itself to 20. We'll keep it at a nice, comfortable 15. Wait a minute. Here's some town over here. Is this Fisherville over here? Or is that Fisherville over there? Or is Fisherville fractured in two parts? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Because I don't live in Fisherville, so I don't know the politics of the area. All right. That will add a little bit. Why not? Add a little steam. In fact, why don't we fly down here onto this end now? Ooh, maybe a little bit too soon, but that's all right. That's all right. We'll go here. This is the switch we have to clear. You can see them coming. Look, Granny owns a store. It's Granny, okay, now I gotta go look. Granny's Caribbean Takeaway. What? Granny is from the Caribbean, in case you didn't know that. Here he comes. Nice. There we go. All right, let's slow it down now. Go. And the last car will kill it down to 25. Clear the switch. And stop it right there. Throw the switch. Now we will back up to get to this car right here. Duke keeps crying. Yeah, I know you're stuck, Duke. You're just going to have to wait, buddy. All right. It's down to 25 now. What kind of speed is that going to get? I think it gives us 5 miles. Down to 20. There we go. That's where we want to be. Beautiful. Charge the brake pipe. Okay. Now he is off to Graydon. So let's switch him over to AI. There we go. Navigate to track mark. EF Graydon. Where you at, buddy? There you are. Oh. It ate some cycles there while it was thinking, but it's good now. All right, so there Andrew goes on his way to Graydon. All right, so that's the end of Andrew's turn. I'm going to put you guys on pause till I figure out what we're doing next. We are now with Adair, one of our 2 passenger trains on this route, and we are in Lang. These 2 gentlemen you see standing here on the left are in the Lang Mean Mug Club. These are the only 2 members. This guy right here is the president, and this is the only member of the club. And they like to come here to the train station, and they mean mug people who are on the trains. Why do they do that? I don't know. But that's what they do. They're looking for more club members, so go to meanmug.com if you want to join the Lang Mean Mug Club. In the meantime, Adair is going to head off to Halden. It's only 2.2 miles away. We might get there before time expires. Who knows? Okay, so let's have him navigate to Halden area. Platform 1. Oh, I forgot to blow the whistle and everything. No. Yep, okay, well, there's no going back now. Warning, we're already moving. Warning, warning. Too late. There it goes, pulling off from the station. On his way to Halden. 2.2 miles away. I gotta admire these guys. They are really throwing on some mean mugs there. Maybe kind of a stupid club, but they're dedicated to it. All right, there goes Adair. And here we go. All right, so it's 10:56. Let's see if he can get there by 11:01. Will be our cutoff time. We'll go to the line side track. Right now, there isn't one. And here is one now. Coming across the bridge here. We've not been to Lang before, in this series anyway. And we've not been to Halden yet either. So you'll be able to see these 2 places if we get there in time. We'll see. Is that just some wild horse hanging out there on the right? Is there a fence? Looks like there's a fence back here next to this horse. I didn't see if there was a fence up next to the tracks. Okay. Yep, here's Halden already. That seems quicker than 2.2 miles. Well, he's still got a little ways to go once he gets inside Halden. So that's what the case is. But I can see the Halden coal mine they have up here. Plus, he's slowing down. There we go. Shed there on the left. I don't know what that's for. It's got to be some kind of railroad thing, right? Yeah, so there's the mine right there. There's the grain the co-op, the grain co-op here in Halden. I've been up here in a long time myself. I don't even know if there's other empties up here waiting. I have no idea. A nice shot there. Alden, here we are. Cross another bridge. Should hang a right here. Nope, take that back, a left. I forgot. The right is to the coal mine. I'm sure these passengers do not want to go to the coal mine. Although there is a freight elevator which goes 300 feet straight down. Exciting ride. That's a quote from The Office in case you weren't picking that up. Throwing some switches there. Oh, I forgot there's also a giant refinery here in Halden. It's jam-packed with industries. There's all kinds of warehouses up in here. Lots of activities. Yeah, there's all the green. Well, there are cars sitting up there. Look at them on the left. I don't think he's going to make it to the station in time. It's already 11. We'll probably have to leave before he reaches the station. Ooh, that's right. We have a steel roller up here, too. That's what those steel coil cars are. Those empties right there. It's a far shot there. Okay, and that's 11:01. All right, so that's the end of Adair's turn. We put you guys on pause, and I'll see what we're doing next. And we are now here in Gunnison with Dave. Dave just got done fueling up on our fuel pads here. For as many engines as we have, you'd think we'd have more fuel pads. But then again, we got nobody waiting. So that's nice. So now we're just going to move Dave inside of the engine house. And we'll put him in Bay 1 here over on the right. And then we'll check to see if he requires maintenance and how long that's going to take. But first, we got to move him in there. So we'll do that. There we go. Probably should make sure these are switched correctly. No and yes. So we're going to have to clear this one right here. All right. Right there. Check both these engines are actually on my engine maintenance list here in my spreadsheet. Why do I keep coming off that? I don't know. Okay. These should all be thrown correctly, right? The tags, targets, I should say, are all correct. There he goes. Into the engine shed here at Gunnison. Now, if he does not need maintenance, he will sit here in the shed at Gunnison until Thomas calls him to come pick up something in North Yard that is set out. So he'll wait here. Alrighty. Let's move to the... we'll move him up to the end of the platform here, huh? Make sure he's over the pits here so they can get down underneath him and do whatever the pit guys do to the bottom of the train. I don't know. There we go. I feel like the ladder to get off the train should be right there. The guys can get on and off either. I don't know. Okay, let's kill the bell. Let's kill the light. No, didn't I just say kill the bell? I did. Kill the light. There we go. Now, 2553, according to my spreadsheet here, was last had maintenance in month 9. It is now 20 months old. I do it every 6 months. So that means he's 20 months old. He's going to need 1 day of service. That's what he's going to need. All right. So that engine is out now until 9 a.m. tomorrow. And then the second engine is what? 2516? Whoa. 2516. And 2516 was last serviced in month 11. So he's got 1 day of maintenance to go as well. So we'll update him now to 21. And update him up to 20. Right? Yeah. Okay. So Dave is basically off. We would get, if we needed somebody, we would have Dave getting another engine probably. Yeah, probably. But anywho, that's the end of Dave's turn. So I'll put you guys back on pause. I'll figure out what we're doing next. And now we are here with Sean in, see this? Elmview. Yes, sir. This is a bigger station. It's got 3 tracks to it. It's even got a place to go underneath, but not really. And this lady is standing here. And obviously, there's supposed to be escalators that go down underneath to meet up over here. Are there places to come up on this side? Or go down on the, oh, yeah, there is. Okay, so you can go down on this side. But this lady is standing in an awkward spot. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what this is? This is not an escalator. It's one of those moving sidewalks. If you wanted to go from here to here, instead of having to take a step forward, you get on the moving sidewalk and it takes you there without having to walk. So you can get around taking that step. You know what I'm saying? All right. So now Sean here is picked up 62 people here in Elmview. He's on his way to Waverly now. So let's get him going. The steam and the smoke coming off of it is not quite matching up right now in this station. So let's have him go to navigate to Waverly. Is that what I said? Let me look again. Yep, Waverly. All right. So Waverly, platformers, 2 platforms in Waverly. There we go. And when you get there, we want you to load, pal. A little more K4 action in case you didn't get enough out of either my Cino Hinton or with Andrew when he was at the quarry earlier in this episode. The old blue Comet cars. A wonderful piece of DLC from N3V Games. There goes the last part of it. All right. Let's catch up with him. I don't think this one is set up yet, is it? No, I'm going to have to set this one up. Do it manually. so it's 11:25 in the upper right-hand corner. We'll watch until 11:30. Let's go to the line side. Give me the line side shot, and there it is. And it's 18 miles to Waverly. There's a nice shot. Still haven't unstuck Duke, but Duke, whatever he's doing, he's not causing any pauses in the running of the game, so we're not going to go take care of him until we run into him, either by having his turn or by having the person's turn who happens to be blocking him right now. If it is in fact another engine. Loving the truck sounds. He's got it opened up right now. Ooh, a still shot. Got a cool bridge coming up here, too. There's a hair on my microphone. Every time I talk, it jumps. Oh, I finally got it. Okay. There's another still shot. Look at this. I like this shot. Down low. That's cool. Nice. See, now he's coming towards the end of his route. He's got to go to Waverly, which he's headed to right now. He's going to go to Cortland. Then he's going to do a runaround, come back through Waverly, Graydon, Madison, Milton, then Klein. And then he's going to head back to the North Yard where he'll switch up engines. He'll go for the modern ones. A lot of still shots on this one. I like it. Is that a high green? I missed it. I was just tilting my head back with my progressives to see it, and then it flicked over. But it's 11:30. So that is the end of Sean's turn. Put you guys back on pause, and I'll figure out what we're doing next. And we are back with Andrea here in Dunford. Now, he's working two industries here in Dunford. He's working the Dunford Nordstrom Steel Forwarding, I think is what they're called. They're called Steel Forwarding. I can't see it from here. Oops, excuse me, I'm burping too. And he's also working the Dunford TOFC, which is over here on this side. Okay, so he's got himself a CW, a C48W, right? Is that what this is? It is a CW40-8, yeah. And he's got an ES44DC and a GP40-2. Now, you only can unload 3 at a time here. I'd like to get around on the other side of these. Let's see if that's possible. Now, to do that, I want to get over onto this track. The problem is I'm fouling out this switch right here. So we're going to back up. We got a little room to back up. There is a little bit of room. Oh, okay. I thought maybe it derailed right there. I wouldn't understood why, or possibly that switch up there. But all right. So how much more room have we? Why are we getting the big stutters now? That was another big stutter there. We got a little bit of room left. Is it what's his name causing the stutter now? Is it the Duker? Are we gonna have to go to the Duker? Let's see if it stutters anymore. All right, a little bit further. Just squeak it just a little bit further. The other thing would be to cut an engine off, and then we'd have enough room. We're just back. Oh, there it is. It cleared it. Okay, good. Now the question is it going to be enough to run around on this side? If it's not, we can run around on the other side. So now this is set, right? And this is set, right? All right, kill the bell. There's nobody walking around here. All right, so now we're going to bring it forward until the last 3 empties, which got emptied, are clear. Yeah, I'm thinking there's no way I'm going to be able to run around on this side. It's looking like it's going to be way too long. Waza is waiting. Oh, there's a big... Okay, we may have to go take care of Waza. Is he stuck maybe where Duke is? It could be, I don't know. There's another big thing there, okay. All right. And let's clear this thing, and then we'll go find out what the Duke and Waza are doing. There we go. Just till you clear it. Okay, Andre. I know it's your turn, buddy, but we're going to have to go see what... It wasn't doing it when Duke was doing it. So let's see. Where's Waza? Yeah. Navigate. Okay, he's stuck. Waza, why are you stuck, buddy? What's going on? What do we got? Oh, boy, we got derailed cars. Why do we have derailed cars? Are those are his cars that are derailed, aren't they? What the fuzz bucket? Is that the Duker? I think that's the Duke right there. And there's cars going to be derailed all up and down here now. Not mad. I am not mad. All right. Yeah, oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I bet you this is the Duke right here, isn't it? What'd I tell you? It's the Duke. All right. Let me clean up this mess, and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, I think I have it sorted. Now, the problem is these cars here are... I cleaned up... I went down the rails a little while here, picked up all the cars, put them all into one cut. Actually, I put them into 2 cuts. These 2 right here are not connected. We can take care of that in a matter of moments. Now, Duke is our empties, and he's headed up to Millbury. And, is he headed to Millbury? Yeah, he is. He's headed to Millbury in order to pick up some cars, empty cars there in Millbury. So what we're going to have him do is we're just going to have him lash onto these and pull these along for the ride. He's rated for 9,000. He's got 2 SD70 ACEs, and they're rated for 9,000 total, so he'll be well under. With the cars he was going to go pick up, it was going to be a total of what? Something less than 9,000. So, and this is all 1,000. It was what I'm trying to get at. And so he's got plenty of room. All right. So I think these fell off a different train at another time is what I think happened. They're all none, so they have to go back to... they're all tagged as none, I should say. So they have to go back to the North Yard to get humped. All right. So what we're going to do is this. And this... Yeah, okay. It's still doing... Okay, Waza... Waza was I thought these were Waza's cars. They're not. Yeah, I remember now he was headed there to North Yard all by himself. So we're going to stop Waza. And then we're going to come over here. And we are going to stop Duke. Now he's going to Millbury. Is this Millbury's pulling into right now? It is. He's here. He's made it. Now the problem is there's another train in here that is already working Millbury. Who's this? This is Harry. This is getting Harry. And he's already got his remainder of his cut parked on this main line track here. So this track here is open. This one right here. Could I stick Waza, or what's his name on this? Or do I want to pull him forward? Is there going to be enough room? Probably not. And then back him down onto that track? I'm in a pretzel. Okay, so we'll pull him forward, but then how would we get him to go back? Well, we could disconnect him from this cut, connect him to this cut, pull this here, just get Waza out of the way. Okay, I think I got it now. I think my brain is wrapped around it. Waza, we're gonna have to move you back, buddy. Eventually, you'll be going to the North Yard. You got that cut still waiting for you there. No. Take it off AI. There you go. Okay, where we're gonna stick him just temporarily. Do we unpretzel this situation? I love pretzel situations like this. This is very interesting. See, the crossing gates aren't quite working here. Very nice. All right, we're going to back Waza up. Who's our newest local, by the way, in case you forgot. We're going to move him past this switch right here. We'll have him clear this switch. Here he comes. Yeah, and I think I'm going to stick the Duker on this track right here, leaving the one mainline track open. Actually, I was thinking on this track right here. Wait a minute, though, because if I'm putting him there... Yeah, wait, whoa. I think I stuck you on the wrong track, didn't I? Yeah, because we want to put what's-his-name on this track. Okay, forget it. Pull forward just a little bit. I know. Waza's probably rolling his eyes right now. Hey, listen, I'll put it wherever you want me to put it, but you got to let me know where you want to put it. All right? Okay. Yep. Tell your conductor to put his bag of Doritos off on the side. He's going to be jumping in and out of the cab here before he can sit down and relax. Okay, let's see what we get here. There we go. This is what I was thinking. Right there. Alrighty. Back him up this way. And then as soon as we get the Duke out of the way, we will send Waza on his way to the North Yard. Okay. All right. Now you can sit in the cab, eat your Doritos. We're going to throw this one this way. And let's make sure all of these are thrown correctly now. If we're going to send him all the way down this track past the passenger station. I think both the passenger trains are not in this area. I think, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that one's thrown the wrong way. We're going to throw this one the right way. That one's the right way now. Yeah. So he'll fit onto there. We're just going to have to do some maneuvering. Okay. So we'll have the Duke's conductor jump out, unhook this, go forward. Oh, I'm still on Waza. Oh, okay. No. I didn't move Waza too far forward now, did I? I inched him up. Garsh, down it. I just said you could eat your Doritos. Okay, yeah, you can. You're good. You're good. Okay, Duke. I wonder why the horn sounded so quiet. And wrong. No. There we go. Okay, so we'll have that one this way, this one this way. Yeah. We'll have them clear this CTC right here. Pull this cut forward, then back up a little hatch, hook onto that one, and then stick them on that track that we just cleared for him. All right. We'll deep pretzel this situation. That's why I became a... what do you call those guys? I'm not a conductor. If I'm the guy that controls where the traffic goes. What do you call those guys? Why is that suddenly eluding me? It's like Otto. He's the dispatcher. Hello. Okay. Push that way. That's this way. Alrighty. Back this way. And we'll hook up to this. Now, wait a minute. You know whose load this is? This is what's-his-name's load, isn't it? It's Andrew's load. Now that I'm thinking about it. Andrew lost his load? Because, yeah, here's the thing. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 2 tankers. Andrew. And look at he's back here. What the haystacks? Let's go see what Andrew's doing. Andrew, why do you do this to me? Where's Andrew on this list now? I'll bet you 10 to 1 it's Andrew's. We're going to go there. We just saw him earlier this episode. Where is he now? Dave, Sean, Jeff, Levi. Oh, there he is, Andrew. Yep, it's Andrew. Oh, gosh. All right, wait. How far away is he right now? Let's pause it for a second. How far away is he from Millbury? Okay, yeah, give me this. So he went through there. And there's O'Marin. That's one away from Millbury. Oh, Andrew. Yeah, here's the mess right here. So this is Andrew's consist. Oh. You're going to drive me to drinking, buddy. All right, so come here. Let's zoom in on him. So the puzzle deepens. Let's go here, and then let's stop him. Stop the train. This is an annoyance to me, as I'm sure many other Trainzers, that this kind of thing happens. Alrighty then. So now we're going to have to back him up and go get all that stuff instead of having what's his name out there. You know, instead of having the Duke pick it up. He's not too far away, but he's far enough. There we go. All right, tell you what, folks. Instead of having you watch me go back to go get this, you know what I'm going to do? My solution here is I'm going to go back, hook him up, and then once I got him all hooked up back in Millbury with the the cut he lost, I'll bring you back. Okay, I cheated. I went into surveyor mode, and instead of driving him back, I pushed him all the way back. And now, although he is what do you call that? Not booked. He's stacked differently. He's racked differently. I don't know. These just all be together. They're no longer. So now we can come here to Andrew, right? Why is that saying? Or where did Andrew go? How come he's no longer in this engine? Okay, everything's going along just great. Where did Andrew go? He's not in a locomotive. Why aren't you? Probably because I hooked him up to Duke for a second. There you go. Now he's back in here. Very good. And he was headed to where? Andrew was headed to Graydon. Is that right? Yeah, he was headed to Graydon. I don't know what he's doing that for right now, but that's all right. So let's hit him back up to Graydon now. So here we go. EFG Graydon. Go, buddy. There he goes. Now, don't lose any of your cars this time, all right? And what I did also was I moved the Duke back to over here now. Now, the Duke is already where he needs to be. He can sit here on this track. I don't think that's a problem. Yeah. So I removed his AI. So that's good. So now all we have to do to finish this off is get Waza rolling again. Waza now over here can get going. 80 mile an hour. Okay, so we're going to go here to here, right? Yeah, and then we're going to say continue schedule. Let's see what he's going to do now. I'm hoping he's smart enough to get over on the left all by himself. And avoid going into the Duke. So he's slowing down. And it says here, absolute stop. Which makes sense at this point because he's got two trains, one on either track, right? So this one's here. That one's there. This one's there. Okay. I want him to go down this track, but he's going to have to wait until this train gets out of the block. Right? Yeah, where's the next signal at? Is it a ways down here? Right here. So will this allow him to move? He's still doing 2 miles an hour, so we'll see. We'll see as he gets down here. Yeah, I mean, it's not really a game breaker for me necessarily that it does this, but it's really annoying when trains will switch tracks underneath another train. Really wish they would write some kind of code in there that would stop it from doing that. Here he comes. Come on, Andrew, you can get it done, buddy. All right, so you see now we're still on Waza. We're not on Andrew. That's who we're waiting for. I think that was did I say Waza? I didn't look at it. We'll see what happens when he passes this signal here, if that gives him a clear. This be a nice shot anyway, right? There he comes. This is still Andrea's turn. Uh-oh, that was a big pause there. Oh, please don't tell me I didn't get the whole train. It's looking like I didn't get the whole train. No, maybe I did. Maybe I did. We'll go back there and look. Oh, another big pause. Is that because of Waza? It could be. He's got a long ways to go yet, so that'll happen. All right. Yeah, no, I think we got the whole train. All right. There we go. Waza, are you good now? He is. Okay, very good. So let's zoom back this way now. Not sure why we're still getting those big pauses. Let's see what Waza's going to do now. You can kill the bell now, Waza. You did a good job. Hopefully he's going to go to the left here. Get on main line number 2 or 1. I don't know how you tell the difference. But this is a signal showed me one time how you can tell the difference between line 1 and line 2, but I can't remember if it was specific to that area or if that's how you always tell. All right. He's got a good head of steam, so I'm thinking, well, he's down with steam anyway. You know it. Yeah, he is going left. He's still getting those big pauses, though. All right. Slowed all the way down now. What's going on? Should be good up to the next signal, right? Okay, so he's going to stop there. Great. Waza, waiting for access track beyond Millbury. Okay. Throw that back that way. Oh, boy. Here we go. Derailed again. What? Now he's backing up. Is that Andrew again? Why are more... Give me Andrew. Did he switch? Did Waza switch things underneath him? Give me this. Take me... No, not Waza. I want to go to Andrew. Andrew's at the top here. Isn't he? Here's Andrew. Andrew, what are you doing now, buddy? You can't go from here to there without... Yeah, it derailed again. Stop. Gosh darn it. This is really, really funny. All right, so why would he derail now? What happened? What happened? These are all rolling now, too. Nice. These derailed because... Because of why? Why are these derailing? I don't understand. Did it derail way over here, maybe? No. He shouldn't have derailed. And now Waza's gonna go, he's gonna mean mug him, try to get past him. That's not gonna work, pal. All right. Now this has gotten into the realm of really weird. I don't understand why it just derailed there. I don't get it. Okay, well, they're going to hit that. Probably derail. No, they didn't. All right. Okay, folks. This is getting... it's getting ridiculous. All right, so let's put you back on pause. See if I can't fix this situation. I'll bring you back in. Okay, so I picked up my mouse and threw it up against the wall a couple times. That really did a lot of good for me. Now, it derailed right in this area. There are no switches here. There's nothing. What, did Waza send bad vibes down the track? I've re-railed it again. Sure. So, he was heading to Graydon. Now he's doing that, what do you call it when they purge the thing? Yeah, I really know what I'm talking about. All right, forget what I just said. So we want to drive to track mark Graydon. Why? Okay, I can ask why as many times as I want to. And here's the next point that he can pass. I don't understand why Andrew can't drive from point A to point B without falling apart. Now what's he doing? Are there weird physics going on here? Something going on I'm unaware of. I'm looking at the cars. He seems to be having a hard time pulling them now. Okay, things are beginning to move now. Let's let him get past this thing here. And I'm noticing we are in the butter zone. Andrea, look at this. How come this is yellow? Line ahead is occupied by another train. By an oncoming train. I wonder if I should have moved him over to this track. Well, what difference would that? I've never seen this happen before. Never seen this kind of behavior from trains before. And what's this say now? This says line ahead is clear. This says line ahead is occupied by another train, as it should. This one should not be yellow, though. It's occupied by another train, and it's yellow. Maybe because there's another signal in between here and there. So it's telling you, you know, to go, no train approaching. Okay, I see it's still doing that rough handling thing, and it does that stutter as if it's trying to do something. And like it's trying to figure out where to go. All right. So now it's not that far back now. Yeah, there's that stutter again. Tawaza. Okay, now Waza's up here now. He backed up and came back up this way again now. You're not sending more bad vibes down the rail here, are you? Okay, Waza, let's stop you. Let's stop you. See if that stops the stuttering. Stop the train. All right, now let's move him up manually. Some interesting train science. We've gotten into the quantum train science because things are happening that are not exactly obeying the laws of physics. So that's quantum. That's what that is. Okay, I'll switch these tracks back to mainline service. Hope that one already was. Now, let's have him restart. I'm afraid, but let's have him restart. Let's have him continue his schedule. Standing still. He's backing up. Is there a thing against him here? Yes, he wants to get back on this side again. No. Stop. Stop the train. We're going to stop him right there. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put him where I was originally going to put him. We're not going to leave him here on the main. Probably a dumb idea to begin with. Okay. This is craziness. Here we go. I'm trying to watch the corner now. Hopefully I didn't miss it already when it said it derailed. Hopefully it did not derail. Okay, so we'll move him up out of the way into that original track I was going to move him on. Andrew's extra stuff. Okay. The ones I was going to have to pick up. There he goes. I'm pulling everything, right? Yeah, okay. I don't remember if I rehooked him or not. This forever will be known now as the Millbury Incident. And Duke's just here to pick up. What's he here to pick up? He's just here to pick up some aviation, free aviation, and 5 gravels. 5 gravel cars. That's it, or hoppers. All this. All this occurred. We're over an hour now, but we're not going to be able to finish Andrea's turn, but I at least want to get back to Andrea so we can start off episode 51 with Andrea, right? It's now become a mission in my life to get the Millbury Incident behind us. Oh, this game. How can something I love so much frustrate me so much sometimes? All right. Yeah, and if anyone knows why those cars would derail out in the middle of nowhere like that. Across switches, I get it, but out in the middle of nowhere, I don't get it. Hopefully he's going to fit on this siding. I'm going to clear him up to the end of this fence post here. And he won't be sticking out on the main on this side or on the other side. That's what I'm hoping for. All of these empties, although these aren't... Oh, yeah, I had to pick up some of them because I found other cars when he was driving by. We had him pick up those, too. But these are all going to Gunnison. And then eventually they'll be shipped back to North Yard so they can be humped. All right, we're looking pretty good now. What are we looking like on this end? All right, he's still got some. He's still way up there is the crossing right there, switch. So he's got lots of room yet. Thinking we'll fit it on here. Hoping. Hope those potash ones coming up there at the end are the last ones. They're not. There's more behind him. Those look like corn hoppers, grain hoppers. Maybe not. We'll see them when they get up here. Got your bulkheads here, and then you got your potashes, the old K&S. What are these? Yeah, I think these are the BNSF grain hoppers. That's what they are. Yep, they are. All right, let's keep all our fingers and toes crossed that this works. This is going to, I think, maybe be my longest video. That's exciting for all the wrong reasons. All right, so let's switch this one back to mainline service. Here we go. Figure if we get it up to this fence post here, that should give us enough clearance. All right. There we go. Right there ought to do it. How are we looking on this end? Gosh darn it. We're over. Now no train can get by here. This is a mess. Okay, now before we do anything else, before I figure out what I'm going to do next now, the one thing I'm going to do before we end this episode is I gotta get Waza back on his way. It's too much. I can't handle it if I don't get Waza to get going again. right, Waz, I'll have you back up here now, buddy. It seems like you really want to be over here on the... oh, no. Turn around the other way. There you go. The switch is thrown correctly, right? Yeah. Good. All right. Now, the stuttering has stopped. It's not doing the major stutters anymore. So I'm pretty sure Waza was the one that was doing it. All right. There we go. Here we are. Oh, let's keep our fingers crossed now. Waza, I want you to continue. Continue your schedule. What's he going to do? He's going to, yeah, he just really wants to be on this side. Really does. Okay. Make sure now he's going to be all right. Putting on some speed. Looks good. One last thing. Actually, two last things. We're going to go look at Andrew. What's he doing now? How many cars has he lost? Oh, gosh, he's on a crossover right now. But everything looks good. He's crossing over. Nothing adverse is happening. This is O'Marin, isn't it? Yeah. He's going through O'Marin right now across this crossing right there. Okay. And then what we're going to do, now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to here to Andrea, who's been waiting so patiently for his turn. And we're just going to have to leave it here because we are way past the butter zone right now. Hey, I hope you guys had fun. It was, like I said, it's frustrating, but at the same time, it's funny, and to me anyway. Maybe not to you, but it's also, the nature of the beast, and so you gotta figure these things out. But I hope you guys had fun. Why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you did not enjoy what is now known, as I said, as the Millbury Incident, well, this just may not be the channel for you.